Good day, welcome to a revit tutorial from Multinet Design. In this tutorial we are going to adjust this site and detail it a little bit. So what we do here is that we create a security house, then we create garage for the cars, then we adjust and create some aesthetic to the beautiful landscaping of this particular building. So follow us, kindly subscribe to our channel, and at the same time comment and like. So say what you have in mind so that we'll be able to improve in what you are doing. So now we go to the foundation level, click on one of the wall, then say create similar. I did because I'm not stopping it at this foundation lane. I'm taking it up to the higher place, so I'm giving it a normal height of 3,800. So I will not rest it on the wall fence. I'm going to do it in the fiduciary security post that will stay alone. So the distance of it, let it be like 3,400 away from the wall. The same thing, 3,900 of breadth. So you close it together. So move this car away from the position to the side you are going to create your garage. So security post is always close to the gates. That is one of the criteria of it. So as you have done this one, you can decide to continue edit it by creating toilets and maybe mini kitchen. You can have it like a studio. So what we do is that you open this up, so the kitchen is going to be an open one. So go to level 1. At level 1 you can now introduce door. Click on the door and bring the door inside within. As you say, okay, you have it somewhere here, don't let it be close to. So I have the door there. Then you put the door of the toilet as well. So but to change this to the toilet door, if you have any, that is, so you just click and say, let's say this particular one, to let it be more smaller. So now as you have done that, you created interior for security house. So pick the window and do window as well for it. So you can use this particular window, check the height and everything that you are using. So here you create it level 21. So you put the window at this place. Good. So you choose another window here. So the next window you're going to put is the toilet window, which is something of this nature. 21. You can edit it if you don't want, so you let it do open inside like this. So you have already arranged that for security post. So the detail of what you need to do are there for you. So now I want to create roof for that security post. The same method of which you used to use is what I'm going to follow as well. So what to do, go back to level 1 and say roof by footprints. Click on this, the line details, then you offset it to 600. So click here, do the same thing here, do the same thing here, do the same thing here. Do not bother the extension of with the height of the roof is going. The only thing is that if we have some, we're going to have some confliction with the elevation you are doing. But the best thing to do is to take it from here, then lace it up to the top of what you are creating. So this one will serve because you want to use the same pattern of your coping of roof fascia with this one. So how do you do that? You click here and you say let's use what's it called, model in place. Okay, let's use sites. All right, so from here now you click on this say component, model in place, just use casework and click say okay. From here you say create sweep, sketch. So you click on this line as well and you finish your good work. Now what I want to do is that because of the pattern which I want to do, I want a place where I'm going to sit the more. Remember from the elevation, this is the side I want to focus on because of I cannot get it. Okay, I may use this side to do it, does not matter now. Click it, say edit profile, and edit profile, let's use this side because I think it has something similar. So click here, follow this pattern, click and click. So you arrange everything accordingly. So here you do what? Trim up. This is not where it's going to stay, but we just want to use it to get a pattern right. Good. So the pattern is set. What we need now to do is to pick this and align into it where it's going to bring it there. Let's say fix. So adjust it and bring it to the place where it's supposed to be. So that is it. So you bring this a little bit inside. Good. And when you click finished, you have the pattern around us, the repetition of design. So copy this and duplicate so that you can have a rich gap. Control Z, copy. So take it up. So you go back to your site and you click on architecture, click on vertical because you want to create this particular rich cap. So as you select the roof, then click on the line and you start doing the, so you do that. Now setting the line from the roof where you are, or where that space you want to cut out. So you do that to select the vertical area. So as you have done this, click around, and at the same time click around. So trim to get the detail accurate. It takes a lot of time, but you must work on the details of this dependently. So always watch this video, try to watch it to the very end. It's going to boost your confidence in design on daily basis. So now click finish, then you go to your 3D, this particular 3D. So this is what you have created. And you now see that we have something creative and more precise, unlike before. So now we want to create garage from this, by what we want to use. We still use the same roof, but we are going to use roof by extrusion to create this garage. And how do we do it? Let's go there. So click on find the east elevation, something as we are not seeing here. So extend this to the good. So as you have done this one, what we want to do now is to create it around the space. So you click on structure and go to roof, on the roof, say roof by extrusion. Do not worry the way you use the way what's it called, your plain references. Click on OK and select this particular fence and say do not bother about the height, or you reduce it to something of a similar level, and you say curve, and this curve, now you take this up. You want to use the same roof material, so what you do is that we click finish. So the roof is being created. It's a quick one and faster one. So go to your 3D and go and see what you've done. So this is what you did in 3D. You reduce this by reducing the arrow and the spacing. So we are using the same roof pattern but different design. So this is the garage you have created. You have not done it. What we want to do now is to detail this everything accordingly. So how do we do the detailing? So you go back to your east elevation. At this side now, what you need is the rotating part by putting the poles all around here. So the first thing to do, you can use this one to create your trusses. So click here and say bring it down a bit. At this point now, you click on this particular one and say roof glazing. So when you do that, it has already brought what you need for you, but here I want to use different pattern to get what I want to get. So click here and say the fix of everything is 1000, but here I want to duplicate it. Okay, and say I want to use something circle. So look at it and say circle radius of 25 and circle radius of 25. So click here, everything changes. So when you go to your 3D, you find it appealing a bit. So if you click this, you see from here, you see the transparency. So that is how it works. You can reduce it, you can leave it like that. So that is not the end of the. So go back to east. At that point now, you use your components and crease model. And you say casement. I always love to use casement, so you can decide to choose any kind of the material you fall in love with. So what am I going to do is that I'm going to use it from a foundation, and the foundation I want to create, I just want to create circular or something cylindrical in shape. So you click here and say 100. You click, go to site so you can be able to see what you are doing. Good, and you mirror this. Good. So as you have done with this, so click finish. At this height, you rate it at something like 3500. As you have done that, you go to your east elevation to go and see what you have done. So this is what to do. So you did the height and extend it below. Good. So now you do this by saying rotate with copy. Rotate it like this, and you bring it here. So you now extend this to the last part of it. Good. So as you have done this, you can decide to move it a bit, adjust the movement. Good. So now you do your 3D. Go to your 3D and go and see what you have done. So this is a little bit of select select and edit the material to something like pool material. So here you just use aluminium, or you duplicate it and choose another material that you know that is okay for you. So here click hit edit and just let's use aluminium anodized foliage. Let's use this particular group. So you say okay and you have it in place. So click finish. That is how you do. So I want to create a little bit something like roundabout where I can have a lightning space for the design. Click on the site. You just click on this site parts you have done. Then you say go back to your foundation. Click here and say edit. We are not going to change the level, we just want to select something beautiful. So I want to use the 6 sides of polygon. So I choose this, I click finish. I come outside to choose this from this one and this edit. So I use the same pattern, select it, so here is what you do, and adjust this base and say finish. So what you do is that I've created this aspect like that. So when you go to 3D again, I'm going to see something additional. So I'm going to bring this bulb into the middle. So how do you do that? Click here. So I select that, say copy, then bring it to the middle. Then now you need to rotate this. Say rotate right with copy and say 90°. So you click on this and see what you have created. So this is the beautiful way you have done with your design. So you mirror, select this and rotate entirely, rotate again. So this gives you how you have done your garage, how your garage has been designed. So go back to these people and adjust them to come inside the garage itself. Good. So if you have another template of cars, you can change it to your own taste and have a good feeling of what you have done. So click on, that is it. So we have this in place. Create a step here for your own beautification and so on and so forth. So you can watch the way I create this step in level, in course 4. So check on the playlist and you see the way I created this step there. So you can do the same thing. So for here, I'm just going to copy this step and bring it to that place. So click here and say, go to your foundation and say copy. So copy here and put it here. Copy. Click on the constraint and bring it here. So you can adjust it because it's too bigger, so leave it that way. You will definitely cover the whole space up. So go to 3D and go and see what you have done. So this is the, so select this and change the material. I think there's no material for it. It's by category. So duplicate or set, look for the material that you know that okay is something that you want it to have. So let me just edit this particular one, duplicate this appearance, then select and go to appearance here, use ceramic and come to something of this nature. Say okay, edit this image, let it be more bold. So I'm changing the scale to something like 1200. Apply it here. So done. Can you see? So you've done that, and that is how you continue to do whatsoever you want to do. So I think this is going to be a beautiful one in our design for now. So if there's anything you want to do, just let us know. After we finish this project, we are going to combine them together and publish. So try as much as possible to subscribe so that you get updates on